Welcome to another short devotional for Black Rock Baptist Church and also Morristown Baptist Church. This morning we're looking at 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 2, and the topic I want to talk about is before you chose God, God chose you. You know, many people in our broken world ask why things don't seem to always go right, why things go wrong so much of the time. They want to know, is there hope? You know, hope is essential. You and I need genuine hope, not just optimism. Optimism is psychological. It's based on the way that you think. Hope is theological. It's based on who God is and his relationship with you. Optimism is positive thinking. Hope is passionate trusting. The book of 1 Peter is a letter of hope. Peter wrote to the Christians who were suffering persecution in the Roman Empire. In the first 7 verses of 1 Peter, Peter wrote to the Christians who were suffering that persecution. And in the first 7 verses, God gives 5 roots of radical hope. And over the next few days in these daily devotionals, we're going to look at each of those 5 roots. The first root of radical hope is that God chose you before you chose him. The Bible says, 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 2, you were chosen according to the purpose of God the Father, and were made a holy people by his Spirit. Your salvation is not an accident. Long before you chose God, he chose you. You were his idea. Before God even created the universe, he decided he wanted to create you. Look again at 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 2. You were chosen according to the purpose of God. That means God has a purpose for your life. What is that purpose? He wants to make you holy for heaven. In other words, God has chosen you to spend eternity with him. That's a big deal, let me tell you. In fact, it's the highest honor you could ever receive. And it's the first reason for us to have hope. No matter what's going on in life, no matter how life is turning out for us, we can have hope. Let this root of radical hope grow deep into your life. Before you chose him, God chose you to spend eternity with him. What greater hope. God bless. Have a wonderful day. Join with us again later in the week, and until we meet again, let's continue to exchange prayers daily. God bless.